Welcome back everyone. Today we are back again with the topic operator, and today we will be discussing about few more types of operator now. So now we already know what is an operator. An operator is just like a machine where we give input and we get output. This is all about operator. What is an operator? The definition of an operator is something like anything that operates on something to get some output is known as an operator. Now, we have already discussed about assignment operator and arithmetic operator, and today we will be discussing three more new types of the operator. One of them being relational operator. This one is also a very important types of operator, and mostly the conditional part that is we will be learning afterward, like if else, use these relational operator. So let's see through it. We have these all are operators that are and the meaning of each operator is given here. We will just see and explain each in one by one. Here is double equals to, that compare two numbers, that is if a is equals to b. Example here, 5 equals to 3. If this is true, then it will return 1, or if it is false, it will return 0. Here in this case it is false, so it is returning 0. In the same case here, greater than, again we will see the example here. 5 is greater than 3. Yes, it is true. That is why it is returning 1 or giving the value 1 as an output. So now guess, you should be guessing after other examples now. And then we have less than. 5 is less than 3. No, I don't think so that it will return 0. Now this one is a new one. This means not equals to. This exclamatory marks explain the not here. So is 5 not equals to 3? Yes, it is true. So 1 is returned here. Now this symbol symbolizes greater than or equal to. It can be both. So here 5 is greater than or equals to 3. 5 is not equals to 3. We already know that, but it is greater than 3. That is why it is returning 1. And then we have less than or equals to. 5 is less than or equals to 3. 5 is not equals to 3. We already know that. And also 5 is not less than 3. We also know that. That is why it is giving a return. It is returning 0 here. We will be seeing few examples afterwards. So we are back again in VS Code to program few example of relational operator. So first of all, we will include our standard io.h, and then we will write int main, which would be called by the operating system. Now we will take two variable, int a comma b, and then we will be assigning a to 2 and b to 3. Now we will just print each operators one by one. Printf %d, sorry for that, we have to write it in the inverted commas. Now this one is important here. We will a is equals to b, that is if a is equals to b here, it will return 1, and it will be printing 1 here. Let's see if it's doing that. Yes, this one is printing 0. Why? Because a and b are not same here. If we will change the value of b to 2, and then if we'll run it, here we will get 1. Yes, see this one again. We will just use a backslash n for better understanding, and then printf ampersand d ampersand d here, again backslash n comma a is greater than b. Let's just check this one. What should be the answer? Here both are equal, so for my guess it would be 0 because both are equal. A is not greater than b. Let's just run it. Yes, one is for the first one, this one, and the second one is for the this one. A is greater than b here. Now we will just see few more examples. Printf ampersand d backslash n comma a is smaller than b. This should be also false. Why? Because a is not smaller than b, it is equal to b. Let's just run it. This should be 100 because both are false and first one is true. Let's just now we will print other ones. Just copy paste for our better understanding and fast typing. Here this one. So this is what all about. All the we have written all the relational operators here. Now we will just run it and observe the output. Here we got 10011. Now let's just see it accurately. Here 1. Why? Because a is equals to b. Both are same. That is, we are getting a true value. Now a is greater than b. That is false. That is why we are getting 0. Same goes for all. Now 1 is left here. We'll just print another and not equals to and this should also be false. Yes, why? Because a is equals to b. We will just change values here now. 3, and then we will run it. Yes, see the output is changed now. For a is equals to b, it's false because a and b are not same. And a is not equals to b, it's true because yes, a and b are not same. Now we will move back for the another operator now. So now we are back again with our presentation, and now we have landed over logical operator. So what are these logical operators? These logical operators is combined with the relational operator and give some very useful information. We have three logical operators: and, that is usually pronounced as and, logical and, or, that is usually pronounced as logical or, and exclamatory marks, which means logical not. Now we will just see few examples and you will understand what are these things. Remember, here c is equals to 5. Yes, it's true. We will just change the yes. C is equals to 5. Guess it, this one is true. And here we have it is already initialized. C is equals to 5 and D is equals to 2. Now we will see C is equals to 5. This one is true, and D is greater than 5 because this and is present here. Both the expressions should be true to whole expression for the whole expression to return 1. Here this one is true but not this one, thus resulting 0 returned here. Now we will see another example here. We have or logical or operator, and now we will see here, if c is equals to 5 and d is equals to, it is given, then the expression c is equals to 5. Yes, this one is correct, but d is greater than 5, this one is not correct. And because this is here or here, anyone if anyone is true, then it will return 1. Here c is equals to 5 is true, that is why it is returning 1. Now this one is logical not operator, and now if c is equals to 5, it is given, not c is equals to 5, thus this one is true. We already know c is equals to 5. As it is true and we are using not here, it will return the opposite, that is 0. Because it was true, it was initially returning 1, but due to the not operator, it is now returning 0. This is what logical operator is all about. Now we will see few examples. We are back again to VS Code to program our few examples for logical operator now. So first of all, we will include our standard.io.h that has printf functions, and then we will write our int main, which is the most important, that is the starting and ending of our program. Now we will take two values, let's just take three values, a, b, c and d, and then we will assign it every value, we are taking here four variables, and then we are assigning each with a value here. B is equals to 3, C is equals to 4, and D is equals to 5. Now let's just program printf ampersand D here. Now C, we will write here in the brackets, again bracket, A equals to B, A equals to B, and C equals to D. So what should be output here? Understand it. Here A is equals to B? No, it is not. Is C is equals to D? No, it's also not. And that means it should print 0. Yes, it is printing 0. Now let's just again change the values of A and B to here, and then here 4, and then if we'll run it, it will say 1. Yes, why? Because both are true here. But if only one of them being is true, that is here, now see, it will be 0. Why? Because this one is true, but C is equals to D is not true, and that is in and operator, both the expressions should be true. Now we will just use we'll just copy it, and then here we will write and or and here not. Now let's see here because A and B are same and C and D are not same, and when we are printing this one, that is and operator, we are getting it 0. Why? Because one is true but another is not. But in OR, that is this one, it will check if either of the both will be true, then it will print 1 or it will return true. Why? Because it just need one of them being true and other can be wrong, can be true. Now let's see the output here. Just this one for now, and then we will run it. And here see 0 and 1. For this one it is 0 because one is true and other is false. For this one it is true because one is true and it doesn't need other one to be true to return true. If one is true, then it will return true, and this one, if both are true, then only it will return true.